Alright, so now I have my organic shape created, and I'm going to start using my colored pencils to shade it in. So these are kind of interesting to open, but you pop open this little tab like so, and you flip it over. You don't want to flip it over like this. You have your tab and you push it back, and then these clip together like so. This is kind of nice, so then you can prop them up. So I have my organic shape. I'm going to start with my sections that come out. So these sections, they're coming out towards us, so the highlight is going to be in the middle, where it comes farthest towards the light. So I'm going to start with my cool sections. I'm going to start with my greens. So I'm going to pull all my greens, which I have two. I have permanent green and I have dark green. And then I'm also going to use black for along the very edges for those shadows. So these are the three analogous colors I'm going to be using for one of these stripes. And I'm going to start with my peppermint green. And I'm going to go hard along the edges. And I'm going to slowly get lighter as I get closer to that highlight. Make sure that you keep it nice and even. We don't want scratchy shading. And then I'm slowly going to get darker, going all in one direction and getting darker as I get back towards that edge. This is all done with the pressure that I'm putting on my pencil. Okay, so now I have this effect, and I'm going to go back in now with my dark green so that I can darken up those edges. And I'm pressing lightly. I don't have to press too dark. Medium pressure, I'd say, because these blend so well. And I'm just going to go, I'm kind of using that pattern that I use when I'm shading, going back in a diagonal, the opposite diagonal, to create that really smooth shading. And now I'm going to do it on the other side. This is where those edges will go back away from that light source. I don't want a hard line between these two, so I'm kind of creating a value scale here too, where I'm pressing hard along the edges, and then I'm just getting really, really light as I get nearer to that light source. This helps to darken that shadow and make it a little more dramatic. And then to make it really dramatic, I'm going to go in with my black just along the edges, pressing hard along that edge, medium hard, and then getting really, really light, just blending into that green. And I'm going to go back along the opposite edge and do the same. Getting lighter as it gets nearer that light source, that highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to skip a stripe, do the same thing here. Skip a stripe, do the same thing here. So now I'm going to go in to my next stripe, and I'm going to do this blue because this whole section is going to be cool colors. So I'm going to put these back. I'll keep my black out because I'm going to use it. And I'm going to pull both of my blue colors. Now I have permanent blue, which is my lightest, so it's going to be my highlight. And I have Copenhagen blue, which is a little darker, so it's going to be my mid-tones. And then my black for my dark, dark shadows. So I'm first going to go in with my permanent blue, do what I did with the green, where I'm dark along the edges, and with the pressure of my pencil, slowly getting lighter and lighter as it gets towards that light source.